Well, hello. This is Viola here, as I have given some indication that I was going to come through. It is so nice to have you here in this location, all sharing the same space. That makes your energy amplified even more, and as a result, we have even more spectators than usual. So, I will say that in addition to you, there are several circles behind you, several layers of spectators. So, the first layer, right behind you, encircling us, are your close guides. We would call some guardian angels and relatives, yes, crushed members of your family, loved ones that are here because they are interested in what we are doing, and holding this space allows them to come through and to be present. So they take advantage of this joyous experience, occasion, and they come here. So that's first you, then behind you is your close guides and family members. Behind them are guides that you call guides. Honestly, a lot of things that we call friends, or maybe even you would see them as colleagues or family, you call guides. And that is because of the perceived but the perceived order of you being lower and then being higher in frequency. It's true in terms of frequency, but definitely not in terms of worth, and also not in terms of the value of your knowledge and experience, not only of your worth as a being. So, behind them, there are, as we mentioned, guides that are more distant. You may say those are in your soul groups or galactic families, extended families, and those are also here. Now, behind those, we have spectators that are not necessarily directly connected to you, although there are a lot of second connections, so people that you know or people that you hear of. So there is some link, but these are not beings that are connected to you personally, but beings that are interested in contact, in disclosure, in the awakening of humanity. And many of those are here. Some of these you would term hybrid children. There are a big variety. In addition to those three circles encircling us, above us, there are other presences that you would term angelic. So those separate themselves from those beings that are, in that respect, contemporary to you and to us. And there are beings that are of, we would just call a whole higher dimension, beyond all of those. And those are of pure angelic nature. And those are here as well. Additionally, we have local nature spirits. You know that everything is conscious to one degree or another. And the ones that are more conscious, that the pattern of energy is more organized in a way that can interact with physicality and with your own consciousnesses, are aware of what we're doing here, and those are here as well. Amongst them, what you would consider my people. So there are many, many who are here celebrating these occasions of in-person presence as it does carry its own personality. And with this very long introduction, we will open the space for your question. Of course, you may continue this conversation or take it in any other direction.
Greetings, Viola.
Greetings, Ben.
It's very nice to be in the space with you.
Likewise.
Not through the Zoom. Judging from what you've just said about the diversity and depth of the audience, it would appear that there's great interest from your side of things and from our many unseen friends as to the work that we're doing with stuff such as this contact group and the various contact groups that are gathering and taking place on the planet. Could you speak towards the value, relevance and importance, and also unfolding of this kind of work, and also, so to jam it in there, how we could also continue to work with this when we depart from this gathering?
So you know that each of you individually is on a journey of discovery, a journey of expansion, and this expansion, this exploration of consciousness that you are all students of, is the substance of evolution. If you could imagine evolution as having an actual texture, actual substance, that expansion that you are doing individually, growing of the mind, growing of the heart, growing of the spirit, it has, as we mentioned, an actual substance, texture that you are cultivating and creating and growing. When you meet, even on Zoom, you create some of this beautiful cloud and give your creation to the group, and each person gives it to the group. And together you have a bigger, beautiful cloud that is now separate but related to your personal created beautiful cloud. And this is what you're adding to the group. So you have your own and you have the new creation that is now part of the collective of this group. Now, this is on Zoom. When you meet in person, you are bringing your whole cloud. Your whole cloud is here. So anything that you are, so first of all, anything that you are creating is creating from the level of the whole. So it's super amplified. And what happens is when you leave here, you leave with extra substance and you take it with you. So just like when you create and add to the group, something new is created. When you are here in person in this amplified manner, a lot of this substance is created. And this is the substance, by the way, that attracts all these other layers of spectators. This is the substance that they are able to recognize and are interested in. So now you have all this extra fluff, this beautiful cloud that you created here in person. When you leave, some of this will go with you. And it's not that you take back the portion that you have created. By now it has its own personality. By now it's continuing to evolve and grow all the time. So if you gave this much, by now you have this much to take and bring home with you. And it is transformed and evolved. So you walk away from here slightly different, slightly amplified. And so you continue the work.
Marvelous.
Do you have any follow-ups?
No, I think that clears it up for the moment. Thank you.
Hi, Viola. It's good to be in the energy of your presence and everyone here. My question is, working with my guides, I work with some of the archangels, and I was, earlier this year, went to mediumship program and noticed I had some gifts in that in addition to some of the healing gifts that I have. And so my question is related, how do I work with my guides more closely for more guidance to, trust them more, to hear them more, to, in a lot of respects in my life, I was told at that time that I really wasn't using my guides to my best, whatever.
Yes, so
Okay, you get them.
absolutely. And there are two circles of guides that are significant for you. One is the one of the elements and elementals, just like my kind. And indeed, those are waiting for you to reach out and make a connection. And that, of course, has to have a nature element to it. So connecting to nature, connecting to your environment is very important here. Taking time to be one with different aspects of the environment, similarly to the exercise you shared here yesterday, by doing it as a part of your daily routine, as a part of your life, as a part of your environment. This is one important aspect as you have nature spirit connections that you have not really started tapping into. The other part of it is just meditation. And this is true to all, but it's specifically answering specifically to you that indeed being in a meditation space, in honoring this space of learning to cultivate quietness and further discernment will greatly increase your clarity of messages and communication with your guides.
Thank you. That's wonderful. You confirm what I kind of... Good.
That is often the case.